Welcome back to our podcast. We're the writers from Gaming Today, covering the games for Wednesday, October 3rd. It's the opening of the National Hockey League season, but we also have some baseball playoff action. So, Moni, tell us about the baseball game today.
Well, we got one game. It's in the American League, the wild card game. The Oakland Athletics are going to travel to Yankee Stadium and take on the Yankees. Liam Hendricks is going up against Luis Severino. The game right now, the Yankees minus 185. The total 8.5. This total opened 8.5 over 20. And late Tuesday night, we saw a serious move to the under in this game, down to 8.5.
Oakland's been a hot team the last month to make that playoff run and get into the party. New York, lukewarm lately. Who do you like?
Well, we gave this as a play out in Gaming Today. We wrote this game up, and my prediction was 6-5. Now, I'm a little concerned about that late move that came in on the under because it is a serious professional move that usually reflects a winning play. So a little bit worried about that, but you'll look at the games the Yankees play. Yankees games average almost 10 runs in Yankee Stadium. Now, I know we're looking at a bullpen game for the A's, and of course Severino is a top-notch pitcher, but we know the New York is a hitting park a little bit, and so I just thought at the time when I wrote this game up, I gave out Oakland as a big dog at that price. I just like Oakland in this game. Gave it out. I said in Gaming Today it'd be 6-5.
This week's edition is now online. Check us out at gamingtoday.com. Our name is at the very bottom of the page. Click on Ramon, click on Nick. You'll find our stories. Also, we have the National Hockey League today.
I know you're excited.
Oh, I am. I've been checking out other podcasts, and there's some unbelievable people out there. Let's put it that way. I was watching one from the Ice Guys?
The Ice Guys. Sure, SBR Ice Guys.
Ian Cameron, one of our writers with Gaming Today.
Alex Smith, sure.
Excellent people. But the rest of that squad, oh my God, are they horrible.
No.
Here's some of their predictions. I got them right here.
You can't say that.
Team to bet over and bet on often. The Tampa Bay Lightning. Woo! They were in overtime period in Game 7 away from reaching the Stanley Cup Final. I think we know they're a good team. Crazy. Bet against teams. They had two of them. One, the New York Rangers, which finished in dead last place in the Metro last year. Another one, the Chicago Blackhawks, another dead last place team in the Central Division last year. I mean, these Ice Dogs are terrible. It's like they just opened
Ice Guys, Dick.
Oh, Ice Guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I think they just opened a lemonade stand. Horrible. Ian's great, and I agree with his pick for tomorrow or tonight now. Calgary Flames minus 130. All the other games are too chalky. Moni's got some selections to it. But Calgary minus 130. Toronto game with Montreal over the total. Otherwise, come back on Thursday morning. Full 10-game slate. Philadelphia opens at Vegas. We'll have some picks here. Much better picks on Thursday. What do you have for hockey?
Well, I just want to touch on some of those games. Everybody's talking about Montreal and Toronto. That game leading off. It's been a series dominated by Montreal. 7-2 in the last 9 games at Toronto, which I thought was very interesting. The ticket count, you talked about the total. The ticket count has been way over, but the money is actually coming in on the under. So that kind of says like an expert move on the under there. And that line, 225, it's been heavy tickets and money on Toronto, money line and puck line.
Toronto's got more tickets to win the Stanley Cup than anybody else in the East. Obvious pick. In the West, it's San Jose. But with this matchup, I mean, Montreal has been struggling with injuries the last couple of years. They have less leadership. Max Pacioretty, their captain, is now playing for Vegas. But they're beating Toronto heads up, so very interesting.
I saw 3 selections from handicappers on the puck line, which I thought was interesting, taking about some of the value. If you think they're going to really win and hang in there, you might want to take it money line, but I saw some puck line plays on that. Boston at Washington.
National TV game on NBC.
This one, Washington. We know that Washington has done very well against Boston. In fact, they've won 5 straight over Boston, but right now it looks like almost 7 of the 10 money line tickets are coming in on Boston. It's a pretty popular play in the public, actually. Overwhelming tickets coming in on the money on the over in this game, but I'm kind of siding with the dog in this one. I like Boston to kind of stop that streak against Washington. I'm giving out Boston here on our podcast.
This includes the Capitals raising their championship banner tomorrow. Alex Ovechkin might still be hungover, however, so be careful there.
Calgary and Vancouver. Last 5 in this series, 4 of them have gone over. 3/4 of the money line and the tickets are coming in on Calgary. Seems like a pretty popular public play. I've also seen some handicappers. We talked about some of those podcasts. Several players, several handicappers liking Calgary in this one. Open 125, now $1.30. The total 5.5. More than 75% of the action is coming in on the under. My selection, I'm going to go Calgary on our podcast here.
Flames have added some new players. Mike Smith, the veteran who came over from the Coyotes last season. The veteran goalie's now 39 years old, but he's healthy. So at least for the start of the season, the Flames are the play. And we have one other West Coast game.
Well, sure, and we'll be watching this one, Anaheim at San Jose, and we know San Jose has really dominated Anaheim of late. 5 straight wins against them. 4-1 the last 5 in San Jose have
But that's
gone
the regular
under.
season. They also swept them 4-0 in the playoffs, so it's 9 out of 10 they've won.
A lot of professional money has come in on this game. In fact, looking at the entire card so far, this has attracted the most professional action, the under in Anaheim and San Jose. Also, the public is also going over in this game, so it looks like a sharp move. These guys haven't been too swift in this position. I'm talking about the professional bettors, but it seems pretty tough to ignore. I would tend to lean towards the under there. It opened 5.5 under 20. It's now 5.5 under 25. A pretty serious move. And you talk about the chalk, San Jose minus $1.70. Few people willing to get involved even at that price with the Sharks.
There you go. That's it for Wednesday. We'll have games for Thursday and tomorrow's podcast. You don't forget Gaming Today's new edition for this week, now available online. Thanks for joining us on our podcast.